Hey you! Yes you who's watching, you're amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in to the curated palette. So today we're making a thick, creamy and nutrient-packed spaghetti sauce. It's super fun and super easy to make and will definitely make your meal taste so much better. Let's get cooking. So for our spices, we're going to use black pepper, chilies and paprika. We're also going to need tomato paste or actual tomatoes, and butter or Blue Band or any other type of margarine that you have, a blender, 1 cup of chickpeas, spaghetti or pasta or linguine, depends on what you have in the house as well, 1 whole onion, ginger and garlic. So mash your ginger and garlic inside the pestle and mortar, and also melt your butter or your margarine before you start blending your chickpeas. So first I'm going to start with cooking the spaghetti. I just put in already boiled water inside a sufuria, then put the spaghetti and I leave them at al dente. Then I drain them and rinse them in cold water to stop them from cooking. So once your chickpeas are blended, inside the chickpeas I have ginger and the garlic paste, as well as the melted butter or margarine. So if the consistency is pretty thick, it's a really thick consistency because you did not use too much water. You would have to use water while blending them, but not too much as well. You don't want to lighten it out too much before you even cook it. You can lighten it later depending on the consistency of how it becomes once you're cooking. Then you're going to cook the sauce. You're going to saute the onions first, then add your spices, and make sure the onions are cooked before you add the blended chickpeas. So actually, blending chickpeas is a dish already in existence. It's called hummus, and it's usually blended chickpeas with garlic and a bit of nuts. It's used as a dip mostly, but you can also use, I figured it makes a nice sauce because eating plain spaghetti kind of gets boring. So this is a really good addition to your dish. It makes the spaghetti so creamy, not always tomatoes and cheese, and it's a way to eat your chickpeas without having to actually chew on them. I don't like chickpeas that much, so I tend to prefer to have them this way. So the ones you're just going to cook the sauce. Mix it all nicely together with the tomato and the onions and the spices. You're going to add a little bit of water at this point because it'll definitely be getting thicker as well. You're going to add salt to taste if you need to. Just make it real nice before you put in the spaghetti. Then once it's come to a sort of a slow simmer, then it's going to be ready to bring in your spaghetti. So you can lighten it as much as you want, just don't make it too light on the other hand. And then once it's light enough, then you can add your spaghettis. So you can add them little by little, or you can add one whole bunch before you mix them in completely. That's also up to you. Depends on the size of your pot as well, or your pan. If it can take the whole bunch and you're sure that they're going to mix in all together and they're not going to be hard to combine them, that's fine. So once you've added your spaghetti, then you're going to start combining. So you combine real nicely until all the spaghettis are coated. You're not going to add anything else at this point. Maybe a little bit of water if you feel like it's getting too thick, because the more you keep cooking it keeps getting thicker. So if you feel like you need to add any water, you can add water at this point, but you're pretty much done. Once everything is coated together, you just let it simmer for a bit on low heat. Ensure your heat is low because you don't want to burn, because there's not that much water in this dish, so it will stick at the bottom or it will burn. So you want it to be on low heat. you just mix it all nicely, and your dish is pretty much ready to serve. I hope you really liked this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you really enjoy the dish once you make it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until the next one, bye.